At the end of the day, the shoes you are wearing feel tighter than they did in the morning. Your socks leave a mark around your ankles. You try pressing your finger into your shin, and that indentation stays there for a few seconds before slowly filling back up. You stand a lot or sit a lot. It does not matter. Your legs still feel heavy, swollen, and achy in a way that you cannot find a more accurate word for than just plain exhausted. And tonight, just like every single night, you will lie down with the hope that after a night of sleep, everything will go away on its own. But when you wake up tomorrow morning, your legs will start a new day with that exact same feeling. This happens because the body does not drain fluids on its own if you do not show it exactly how to do it. Tonight, I am going to show you exactly what needs to be done, which is a 5-minute routine before bed, so your legs can truly drain overnight. Not after a few weeks, but starting right from tonight. This is what is actually happening inside your body. The heart pumps blood down to the legs very easily, as gravity helps with that part. The hard part is pushing the blood back up, and inside the veins there are small one-way valves that act like trapdoors, preventing blood from flowing backward. After the age of 60, those valves gradually weaken, and blood and fluids start to pool in the lower part of your legs. That is the root cause of the swelling, and when you lie down without draining the fluids first, your kidneys have to process all that excess fluid during the night. That is also exactly why you wake up to use the bathroom multiple times. Imagine your leg as a wet sponge that gets squeezed all day long but is never completely wrung out. Simply lying down just puts that sponge horizontally, but it does not wring anything out. The exercises I am about to show you are what actually wring it out completely. Now that you understand why, let me show you exactly what to do. Tonight we have 5 exercises, counting down from number 5 to number 1. You do not need to get down on the floor, as all of them can be done from a chair or from the edge of your bed. I also have an extra bonus technique at the very end that most people have never even tried, and it changes the drainage speed significantly. So stay with me until the end of the video. Exercise number 5. I call this one the ankle alphabet. Sit on a chair or on the edge of your bed, letting your legs hang naturally without touching the floor. Use your toes to write the entire alphabet in the air, from A to Z, slowly and clearly, as if you were writing on a real piece of paper. Finish one side, and then switch to the other side. And while this exercise looks so simple, many people think it does nothing at all. However, I gave all of my patients this exact exercise during the last 5 years before I left the clinic. The reason is that when you write each letter, your ankle is forced to move in every possible direction. And each of those movement directions squeezes a different part of the venous network in your ankle and foot area. This is the most comprehensive way to kickstart your circulation that you can possibly do without standing up. If you feel tired before reaching the letter Z, just stop at M and then switch legs. Do each leg one time for about 45 seconds per leg. Exercise number 4 is the calf pump. So sit with your back straight and both feet placed flat on the floor. Slowly lift your heels as high as possible while your toes still maintain contact with the floor. Hold that position for 2 seconds, then lower your heels very slowly, making sure not to just let them drop, and repeat. Your calf muscles surround the main veins in the lower part of your legs. Every single time that muscle contracts, it physically squeezes the blood and pushes it back up in the exact same way your heart pumps blood out. That is the main reason doctors call the calf the second heart of the body. When you sit still all day, that second heart essentially stops working. What pools in your legs is a direct consequence of that. Do this 15 times, take a 20-second break, and then do one more set. If you feel a mild cramp during the process, that is just a sign that your calves have not been used enough for a long period of time. Start with half the number of repetitions if needed, because your body does not like being shocked suddenly. Exercise number 3. I call this one overnight drainage. Lie on your back on the bed, scooting your body so your buttocks are close to the wall or the headboard. Bring both legs up to rest, straight against the wall, forming an angle of 90 degrees with your torso. Hold that position and breathe evenly for 3 to 5 minutes. Every 30 seconds, flex your feet toward you and then point them away. alternating in a rhythmic motion. I want to pause for a moment right here, because what I am about to say actually made me stop in my tracks when I first witnessed it. In 20 years of treating patients, this is the exercise that most doctors never prescribe, but they absolutely should be doing it. I had a patient, 72 years old, whose ankles swelled every single evening for 11 straight years. She had tried everything, from elevating pillows and wearing compression socks to cutting out salt completely. 2 weeks after I showed her this exercise, she called to tell me that her wedding ring fit her finger again for the first time in an entire decade. Gravity is free medicine. You just need to know how to use it in the correct direction. If you cannot put your legs all the way up on the wall, use 2 pillows to prop your legs up at an angle of 45 degrees, as the effectiveness is still very good. Before we move on to the 2 most important exercises, if what I am sharing is truly helpful to you, please hit the like button right now. Doing that helps other people over 60 years old find this information completely for free. Exercise number 2 is the thigh pump, so lie on your back or recline comfortably, placing both of your palms on your thighs just above your knees. Use a gentle force from your palms to press down, then slowly slide your hands from your knees up toward your groin, exactly as if you were squeezing a tube of toothpaste from the bottom up. Use moderate pressure. You do not need to be forceful, and repeat this continuously at a nice slow pace. The lymphatic system of the body does not have its own pump. Click, click. Unlike the heart, which pumps blood, lymph can only move thanks to body movement and external pressure. The hand movement you just performed is in the exact direction the lymph needs to go, moving from the ankles up toward the groin, which is exactly where the large lymph nodes are located. This is the exact technique that physical therapists use in the clinic to treat lymphedema. You are doing the same exact thing yourself at home, for free, in less than 2 minutes. Do this 10 times for each leg, for 2 sets total. And if your skin is sensitive, just reduce the pressure, because even a very light touch is enough to activate the lymphatic flow. Exercise number 1 is the deep calf squeeze. So sit on a chair and cross one leg over the other, resting it on the opposite knee, using the posture you would use when crossing your legs normally. Use both hands to squeeze your calf from the ankle area up to just below the knee, moving from the bottom up, slowly and intentionally, as if you were completely wringing out a tube of paste from the very bottom to the top. Hold each squeeze for 1 solid second before moving your hands further up. This is a technique that in medicine is called manual effleurage, which is used clinically to treat patients with severe lymphedema. The main difference between what you are doing right now and what we do in the clinic is purely the environment. The mechanism is exactly the same, as the upward movement creates pressure that pushes both venous blood and lymphatic fluid to move against gravity, in the exact direction the body needs them to go. Do the entire calf from the ankle upwards 8 times, and then switch over to the other leg. If it is difficult for you to cross your legs, using one hand is completely fine too. But please, do not skip this exercise, because this is the one with the deepest drainage effect in the entire routine tonight. I have one more thing to share before we finish, and this detail surprises most people. The first tip is about when to actually drink your water. So instead of drinking a lot of water in the evening, shift that water intake to the afternoon, right around 4 to 5 o'clock. When you drink enough water early, your kidneys process it during the day while you are still moving around and active. Drinking a lot in the evening means your kidneys have to work at night, and that is the direct reason leading to those annoying bathroom trips at 2 o'clock in the morning. The second tip is about salt, so try not to eat salty foods after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sodium retains water in the tissues, and evening salt consumption directly exacerbates your leg swelling. You do not need to eliminate salt completely from your diet. Just shift it to before 5 o'clock. The third tip is about your sleeping posture. So when you lie down to sleep, place a thin pillow, not a thick one, right under your calves, and specifically not under your knees. This creates a slight incline that helps fluids continue to drain gently throughout the night while you sleep, without you needing to do anything else. This is your entire routine for tonight. So print it out and place it on your nightstand at 6 o'clock in the evening. Put your legs up on the wall for 5 minutes, which is exercise number 3. At 8 o'clock at night, do the ankle alphabet and the calf pump, which are exercises number 5 and 4. Right before bed, do the thigh pump and the deep calf squeeze, which are exercises number 2 and 1. And finally, when lying down, put a thin pillow under your calves. Please let me know down in the comments section, does your left leg or your right leg swell more? I read every single comment, and the answer actually tells us a lot more about where the problem originally starts. If tonight's video was helpful to you, please subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow I will show you a specific type of food that makes leg swelling significantly worse after the age of 60. Most people eat it every single day, without even knowing it. Move well, age well, and I will see you in the next video.